6:46 on your Thursday morning, and time for the morning rush. An Albuquerque man accused of killing a man outside of a homeless service provider is waking up behind bars this morning. Now, back in late February, police say that a man in a wheelchair, later identified as Jose Gracia, approached Mark Levine in front of Hope Village in downtown Albuquerque. Now, he is seen yanking him to the ground, then beating him. Levine died 2 weeks later.
The city of Albuquerque is reminding people to slow down in school zones. This comes after a crossing guard was nearly hit by a speeding driver. The city says a driver blew through the crossing while the guard was still there. The guard stumbled back and eventually tripped and hit her head on the sidewalk. The city's lead crossing guard says the guard that was injured is expected to do okay.
A judge is scheduled to decide if a man accused of killing another man will await trial from behind bars. Andrew Chavez was arrested after officers found Armando Salazar's body on the road near 98th Street on March the 24th. Salazar's car was found at Chavez's apartment in southwest Albuquerque. It's where police also found bloody clothes and a gun, as well as some of the victim's property. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. 44 this morning, off to a cool start, so wear your layers. We'll be nice and warm this afternoon with low 70s and sunshine.
Bernalillo County Commissioner Stephen Michael Quesada spoke about his decision to walk out of a recent county commission meeting. Commissioners debated the process to pick a new county manager at a recent meeting on Tuesday. Quesada suggested each commissioner be allowed to make their own pick for the selection committee, but he says his voice was being ignored.
The State Environment Department recently addressed a new survey that revealed large levels of the chemicals known as PFAS in the Rio Grande. Researchers who completed the survey say that they looked at several rivers in the state and say that they found PFAS in all of them. Now, yesterday, the EPA also set its first ever official limit on PFAS in drinking water.
Rio Rancho Public Schools are still working on a plan to provide full-day pre-K schooling. On Monday, the Education Board suggested Puesta del Sol as a possible location to house the new classrooms, saying it's a viable option because of its new security and lighting updates. No final decision has been made. Erica.
All right, to check on the threat index, it is 0 today. We just have those cool temperatures this morning and otherwise a beautiful afternoon.
One Albuquerque athlete is now receiving high honors. This is after he was inducted into the U.S. Ski and Snowboarding Hall of Fame. Ross Anderson is the first Native American to get this award. In 2006, he became the fastest skier in the Western Hemisphere. Anderson says that he is now waiting for the next legendary athlete to break his record.
Repairs on rumble strips that have become a nuisance to Tijeras residents is set to begin next month. The strips increase the noise in the canyon to the point where neighbors became concerned. Now the state DOT plans to cover the entire rumble strip. They will then cut new rumble strips 16 inches from the lane and restripe the lane. Well,
starting today and running through next Wednesday, a New Mexico organization known as Healing America's Heroes will host a series of recreational therapy programs aimed at aiding veterans with things like PTSD, military sexual trauma, and traumatic brain injuries. Slots are limited, so you will need to register online. Erica.
All right, to check on traffic, the maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report. And here's a live look over the Big I, starting to see those typical slowdowns heading toward the Big I on I-40 eastbound.
An army of ladybugs is on a mission to act as a natural pesticide. The more than 100,000 ladybugs will take on aphids, mealybugs, and other pests that eat the plants and foliage at Resorts World Las Vegas. The director of sustainability for the hotel chain says the ladybugs are an eco-friendly way to tackle the pest problem.
Time now for the 5 facts.
And number 5 this morning, Eastern New Mexico University has been awarded a portion of a grant from NASA. Now, this is part of a partnership with the WEX Foundation that is a Texas organization aimed at promoting STEM education in schools. Well, they were awarded $3.2 million from NASA to help enhance the capability of schools to host NASA-based learning activities and even bring NASA resources to students. ENMU has partnered with the foundation for their project titled New Worlds Await You, Next Generation. The university will now use their part of the grant to fund the program at local middle schools.
And number 4, the Rio Rancho City Council will hold a public hearing today over a site plan approval that's for the second phase of a solar plant near Double Eagle Airport. Back in October 2022, the council approved the first phase of the project, named Atrisco Solar. Neighbors initially voiced concerns over the safety of nearby residences and potential glare from the solar panels affecting flying aircraft. Ultimately, Phase 1 passed. At tonight's meeting, the council will consider Phase 2 of that project, dubbed Quail Ranch. When the entire project is complete, developers say the site will produce 400 megawatts of renewable energy.
And at number 3, it's going to be a mild day today. Temperatures will be starting in the mid-40s this morning, so be sure to wear your layers. We'll be seeing upper 50s and low 60s by around lunchtime, feeling nice and mild with sunshine, and even climbing into the low 70s throughout the afternoon and evening.
And number 2, the city of Albuquerque is reminding people to slow down in school zones. This comes after a crossing guard was nearly hit by a speeding driver. The incident happened earlier this semester. The city says a driver blew through the crossing while the guard was still there. The guard stumbled back to get out of the way, tripping and smacking her head on the sidewalk. The driver took off. The city's lead crossing guard says the guard that was injured is expected to be okay.
And at number 1 this morning, we are talking about this. An Albuquerque man accused of attacking and killing a man outside of a homeless service provider is waking up behind bars. Now, back in late February, police say that a man in a wheelchair, later identified as Jose Gracia, approached Mark Levine in front of the Hope Village in downtown Albuquerque. He is seen yanking him to the ground, then beating him. Levine was taken to the hospital shortly after, where he died 2 weeks later. According to court records, Gracia has a lengthy criminal history. He is now charged with murder in this latest case.